English
Yeah, you can continue, sir.
English.
Yeah.
Okay. A warm welcome to all of you here in the Red Cross Society, Goa State Branch. I just want to I'll introduce first myself for those who don't know me. I'm Gaurish Dhon. I'm a volunteer here in Red Cross for almost about 20-25 years, and I have served as an ordinary member, I have served on the managing committee, I have served as a vice chairman, and I have served also as a chairman of Indian Red Cross Society of Goa. To my immediate right is Mr. Mario Santana Pinto, who is also a very active volunteer of Red Cross for quite long ages, and he is also a part of our managing committee. To my left is Mr. Mangirish Pairaikar. You all know him. He's been associated in various organizations of Goa, and he's also a very active volunteer of Red Cross for almost 2 decades and more. He's also there in our committee. To my next right to Mario is Dr. Lenny DiCosta from Margao. He's a practicing doctor, a well-known doctor from Margao, and a very good social worker and a volunteer of Red Cross. To the extreme right, we have young face Rajesh Salgaonkar, who happens to be in Red Cross earlier also, a very active volunteer of Red Cross. To the left of Mr. Mangirish Pairaikar is Mr. Salim Isani, a businessman from Mapsa and a very active volunteer in our Goa branch of Red Cross. He's been here for the first time now on the state managing committee. And to the extreme left, Mr. Ajay Menon, again, he's of Bardes, and he's also very active in various social organizations. And we said, let us take that opportunity to involve him in the managing committee. So what you see today, 7 of us are the new managing committee for the term 2024-2027. We have been just declared elected this morning by the sub-divisional collector in Panaji. The election process was conducted by collector's office through the directions of Governor of Goa, and he instructs the Chief Secretary, and then it goes down and the elections were conducted. Well, friends, you all know Indian Red Cross Society as a body is not a government organization, neither is an NGO. It's a statutory voluntary body which has been organized or recognized under Act of Parliament 15 in 1920. Although the President of India is a national president of Indian Red Cross Society, the state governors are the presidents of the local states. Basically, now Goa, we have a president is the governor of Goa, Sridhar Pillaji. So it's in all the states like that. Whereas at national body, we have the Union Health Minister who is the chairman there. Whereas the local chairman, state chairmen have been elected, the vice chairmen have been elected, the treasurer has been elected. And then we have our state, other district branches like Bardes branch, Salsit branch, Pennem branch, we have a Sankalim branch, we have a Bicholim branch. So all those heads of those branches are nominated as a member of our managing committee, and they have been invited. So there are 5 departments of Goa government who are also a part of our managing committee on invitation. They are social welfare, education department, the fire and emergency service, the health services, and sports and youth affairs. These are the 5 heads who come there, or they nominate some senior most, so that our programs, our activities get a boost and we take it further. So there were different allegations on our part. We said, let us come together and as a single body, let us talk to the press and let people know that these are the people who means voluntary service, who are here to serve people, who are here to do some humanitarian services. You all must have seen us. I don't think that these faces what you see today here, sitting here, are new to you. But I would just go and brief what we have done. Wherever this place where you sit here, we use for all our first aid courses, home nursing courses, the small training programs, again blood donation drives. It's not only blood donation drives what we do, but we get it organized for now certain Bank of India or some hotels or some departments. They don't have place, they don't have manpower. So we said, come here, let us do jointly. So we organize blood donation drive. We motivate all the NGOs like Rotary, Lions, Jesse's to do it here so that they have a ready space available. They have the manpower, hands which are available and expertise. And this blood goes to Goa Medical College. We don't have a facility of storing or processing the blood. So it goes to Goa Medical College. Thus, it helps Goa Medical College's blood bank. All emergencies, the open heart surgeries which requires, we try and help. These are all basic services what we do. Well, I would just take a drive. What we do initially is the first aid courses. We have got trained lecturers who go to their premises. Now suppose an industry wants their staff to be trained on first aid, then we organize a particular 2-day course and we send our trained people there, and the sessions are taken as per the guidelines of national bodies. We have got certain syllabus because the certificates are issued by them. You know, you get the certificate which is valid for 1 year. So that is more important for those factories to have a trained Indian Red Cross first aider there. Even now recently we have been doing it for Kadamba bus drivers and Kadamba cleaners, because government of Goa has taken out a circular saying that at least they should be trained, and our people go to Kadamba and conference hall in their offices. And we train a small group of people because they cannot spare the entire team together, you know, as and when Dhaso group, 15 people, 20 people, so that way. So these are most of these courses which we do. That's a little bit a source of income for us, whereas we don't get any aids from government of Goa. Basically what aid comes to us is for promoting Junior Red Cross and YSC Youth Red Cross. These are from 8th to 10th and 11th and 12th in higher secondary. So it's about 12.5 lakhs what is given to us by Directorate of Sports. So one department, why they give us is about, we have enrolled about 170 schools across Goa, different places of Goa, where our people, our vehicle has to go with the trained lecturer, go there, teach, give a lecture, introduce Red Cross to those boys and girls there in the school. There are coordinators in the school. We try to train, give them the syllabus, all those things. Plus, then you call all the teachers from North Goa here, or a technical department in Porvorim, and we have a 1-day full session, training session for the teachers there. Again in South Goa we do. That cost, that money what government gives us doesn't even take care about our basic petrol for those cars to go in the school and the training program. That 12.5 lakh is just given to promote those training for the schools. So, and rest we have to manage our salaries, light, maintenance, everything. So that is the basic of how we run or how we operate. We also have a small clinic down, and we have on a regular basis medical camps which have been organized. I don't know how many. Recently we had a camp on 24th of July at Manushant. I don't know how many of camp. We had the people from different hospitals which are coming. ESG had come. Eye checkups were there. We have also lined up some cataract operations. Free spectacles were given to some of them needy. Then the blood testing, basically the hemoglobin and glucose, both were done. Blood donation drive was also organized. There were dental, full team from Goa Dental College had come. They did the basic dental check. I mean, there was something which required more care. They were called at a particular OPD on a particular day at GM Dental College. So all those things are coming through Red Cross, my dear friends. So it's not that we just don't care. We want to serve people. We are all here. See, we have our own businesses and professions where all are extremely very busy people who you see here. but they take out time because they have love to do some work. Keep that in mind. This is not the only source that we should come and we need to sit. There are some allegations where we have seen people are talking about that. We don't. But I would like to tell you that we are here to serve. I'll tell you what more we do. We also operate from this office at the moment is a medical bank, and I know Tara will watch for me. We have wheelchairs, we have water beds, we have walkers, we have got clutches and oxygen cylinders which are given on a loan basis. Again, these are all on a loan basis at no cost. Keep that in mind. We don't charge anything. We have oxygen concentrators also, which was brought from during COVID time. 150 imported. We have given few to the hospitals and we have given to the needy who are still using for months together for their aged parents and all. And no cost. Sometimes it gets spoiled. We just ask them to bring and we give them a new one. So the oxygen cylinders also, in case of emergencies and all, they take it from us. Right, with the bottle, valves, spanner, everything is being given. So this is one of our services what we operate. That's a medical bank. You must be knowing last year there was a big campaign for TB Mukt Bharat. The government of India had organized through their health departments. And Goa was not less. Goa, since President, our governor called us up and he said we need to take this program forward. And just because of Modi's 72nd birthday, what he completed 72 years, Goa government identified amongst 1,500 plus TB patients which are there, chronic TB patients, there may be more, but all 1,500 didn't require our support. There were few, they said identify 72 people who really required nutritional support and which were difficult for them to take care. So we could make 72 boxes which under the guidelines of Government of India, and we had to deliver those at different places across Goa. 3 patients in Mandur, 2 in Goavella, one somewhere in Vasco, 1 in Salsette, Magazana, and all those things. So what we did was since health department was involved, we requested them that we could give it to the particular health department so that the patient who comes is also not identified by our volunteers. So they are sometimes shy to come and say, I have got a TB. And so they didn't want to come in and meet us. So what we did was we gave to all those different places. And for 12 months, believe me my friends, for 12 months, 72 boxes, not missing a single month. Thanks to Governor, he sponsored the first kit. The first 1 month he did it through Raj Bhavan. The cost was about 60,000 each month. So 12 into 60 is 7,20,000 plus. It's not only the money, the delivery and the time. Thanks to our volunteers of our office who used to go with all those boxes in the car early morning, and by evening they used to return back delivery. So there were particular Nashna, eggs, the condensed milk, and all those type of things were there, rice, ragi and all. So millets were more there because that was a more protein value food for the TB patient. So that we did for all 12 months. We worked silently. We never come to the press. We never tell. We don't send press releases also. But people need to know. Friends, we were immediately after almost COVID was getting over and our government, the New Delhi national headquarters got some few amount sanctioned from International Federation who are a parent body. And they said, let us buy some ambulances. Government said we will buy ambulances and blood vehicles which you can go into the bus and then start bleeding. So, and we were asked which states are interested. So we immediately said we would like 2 ambulances at least in Goa. So when distribution time came, since what has happened is I am also on the representing Goa on the national board. So immediately when 40 vehicles came, they were supposed to come from Japan, the Toyota make. So India government put a ban saying that we have got the best of the manufacturers in India. Make it India, make in India, you buy those vehicles, ask them to give money. So International Federation immediately transferred some few crores of rupees and they floated a tender where Tata could beat the tender. And fully equipped cardiac ambulances were made available. Bigger states like Maharashtra, Karnataka, all those Rajasthan, UP, we have got around about 30 plus states where Red Cross is there. All the states in the Union Territory. So what happened was they allotted only one ambulance to us because Goa is a small state with just 15 lakh population. But when I tried to convince them that we said that there are 4 or 5 times more population which comes as tourists for us. There are floating population, again migrant population which has been there. So finally I could persuade them and get 2. And I'm happy to tell you all that one fully equipped ambulance worth 35 lakhs each. One is given to Asilo and one is given to South Goa's Hospicia Hospital. We have roped in our both branches, Bardez and Salset branch of Red Cross, to be like a parent to them, to watch, to monitor. Because tomorrow we don't want some press photographs coming there, putting cylinders or putting some other things and being transported in our cardiac ambulance. So that is when I tell you it's been running extremely well. Both the ambulances are doing well, and we're happy that we can at least save people, save life. You know, with the cardiac, you have a heart attack that can be treated. First aid can be given in that ambulance because there's ventilator, oxygen, everything inside. And to add more, in Asilo we said let us do something more, and we got hold of rotaries and we have put cardiac equipments there. So cardiac equipment like TMT machine and a Doppler, which is almost 40 lakhs of rupees. Again, we could try it from Rotary and get. So that full unit is there now. MAPSA earlier, anybody getting a heart attack, they would immediately shift it to Goa Medical College. Now it's not happening because they are taking care for the basic needs. Then it's been monitored by Goa Medical College. So these are 2 ambulances which we have given. Still, we had our own, which we have now one given to Pendem Red Cross, which they are running there. And one we have given to what we have done is we could get CSR from 1 rupee CA basically of about 30 lakhs of rupees, thanks to Lenny, who could push in and motivate those people. And it's a multi-purpose van, mobile van. It's not an ambulance, but different type of camps can be carried out. And what we did was, Lenny had a pressure about keeping it in South Goa. I said, chalo, let us do it in South Goa, but identify a particular village and Kotegaon, that area, because it's Adivasis there and really they require support. So what we did, we tied up with Mukta Foundation, who's already been working there for his eye camps and all. So we tried with him because here was the infrastructure. We got in Rotaries and Red Cross also from South Goa, and they're all conducting various different camps through that ambulances. So 30 lakhs rupees worth CSR we could get from there. Again, thanks to Dhirubai Rajani, DMC, Damodar Mangalji's, he donated 1 vehicle for the local office, a mini vehicle Omni, which is almost 7 lakhs of rupees last year. So that is again another donation which came to us. As I told you, we could get about 150 concentrators from Singapore. Then COVID, I tell you my friends, we were on our toes continuously. Not a single day we were closed. Thanks to all our volunteers, our staff who were really behind us. 75,000 masks, everything was closed. Our boys used to go to the self-help groups and get those masks stitched. There were no threads. We called up Manerkar, Baba, he's staying in Mapsa. I said, come, we'll send you a vehicle. We sent our ambulance there and we brought him here, opened up the shops and those threads were given. What is the amount? He said, no, you are doing something good. We will not charge you. Cloth, people didn't charge. Take. Because that day they came to know the importance of life and money. Basically, then we got oxygen supply was a problem. Again, we got 300 cylinders, 18.5 lakhs of rupees, from where money would come. So we just put it on a WhatsApp and Facebook. Immediately Baba Denko calls up in the evening. He said, what is this? We said, sir, we can save some life. And you must be knowing every day there were 4 or 5 deaths in Goa Medical College. So we said, let us bring, because there was a stock which had just arrived from China in Bombay, and 300 cylinders were available. Baba Depo immediately transferred 10 lakhs to Indian Red Cross Society, and the rest money it came from donations immediately. People just poured in money. We have got money from Belgium, we have got money from outside. People were giving us because they knew what we were doing. We were 3,500 small boxes of food stuff. The first lockdown, there were stranded migrants, workers, our boys. Thanks to Rotary volunteers also, they came up openly. They said, we will deliver to Kalangut, we will go to Betin, we will go to here. These people. Even there was a couple from Ukraine who was here stuck for almost 1.5 to 2 months, and she was pregnant. We got a call from our national headquarters saying that the embassy has requested to go. And thanks to Rio, I'll take his name because Rio could go with a special vehicle with a pass from the collector right to Morji interior, and we could, through our local volunteers there, we could find out because picture was there. We could find where she was staying. We then next day he takes them, her both husband and wife, to Asilo Hospital, got all the treatment done. 8 months pregnant. Finally, 9 months delivery. We got it done at Asilo. So this is what we go extra miles, my dear friends. It's not like we are sitting idle here. We may not be here all 24 hours or all morning, because we come when required. But we have people like John Aguiar, who is now joined us a few months back, doing excellent work. Our Rio, Sachin, Alka, there are all these old staff who are there for ages here, and they know what our Red Cross means. Initially, PP kits was so short that we could get a source of Red Cross from Delhi, and we have arranged 3,000 PP kits on an Udan flight. Special Air India Udan flights were available, and those PP kits were given to Goa Medical College and the health department. We didn't keep a single because there were no PP kits, and there was one supplier in Hubli who were doing a Rotarian friend of mine. So I said, he said, I don't have any transport means. Rio, through our another friend's car, we got a permission from the collector, we sent it, Rio drove it all the way to Hubli, got those PP kits again. They were around about 700 or 800 PP kits. So this is a way like we go out of our way to do, my dear friends. The whole idea today is to introduce our new managing committee. We have just received from the collector's office saying that we have been elected. The counting is over, but an official communication to hold a meeting and all will come from governor's office. So once it comes, then first meeting we are going to elect the chairman, the vice chairman, and of course the treasurer will be elected after presentation of accounts at the AGM. So our yearly AGM is at Rajbhavan somewhere in August end or September, as per the convenience of our president. So he gives us the date. So I would also invite you to cover our AGM. It's nice, and we have now, I believe, we're going to circulate the last year's annual report. You can have a look what we do, what we have done, and any questions then, friends, we are all here to answer.
Sir, there is a plea in High Court about your election process and committee members. So what do you like to say on this?
The case is already been dismissed, so there is nothing to be told about it. Because we don't know what is gone wrong. The court has found that there is no base in it, so they have dismissed it.
No, what has happened, anybody is free. We are in democratic setup.
Anybody can
and
go to the
people who would like to join us are more welcome. We have never said no to anybody. So we require hands. We are all volunteers here, and if some more volunteers come, we never say no. But at least you come, you show your face, do something. Only during elections is like a mushroom coming out during the season. That is bad. So I believe the case has been dismissed and the High Court has thrown it out. Because it's against the state, because we don't conduct elections. We are nobody. We hand it over, and it's conducted by the governor's office, collector's office, and government of Goa. So they were fighting, but we know that it's been thrown out.
So the Red Cross is how many members now altogether?
We have 2,300 plus members here.
And how many volunteers are working right now?
All are volunteers. I am a member means I am a volunteer. I come as a volunteer as a member.
Plus, in addition to that, there are JRC and YRC. So those students, they also act as our volunteers.
But what happens is they are young, they can't give blood. We
Yeah,
cannot take
that is
them out.
true.
But within that community, school, their houses, neighborhood, they can do.
This
They are also
1,000,
taught,
2,300 is members or volunteers?
Total members which are called volunteers.
It's equals members is the same as volunteers.
Yes.
But they have voting rights.
Yes.
Voting right is there for everybody, right from patron, vice patron,
Life
life,
member and
life
life
associates.
So do you help any medical student if you want to pursue in higher studies, anything like that
No,
from your side?
If there is a medical student and who's economically, you mean economical
Yeah.
finance, so I told you we don't have any financial, but we can arrange to our sources. We are all stalwarts. Don't worry. That way we can try and do anything possible. We also did home nursing courses. We did about 3 batches. These are all dropouts, 12th standard, 11th standard. We are now planning to do again. What happens, when there is an elderly parent in a house and the husband and wife are working, and they go morning out, they come in the evening home. So somebody is required to take care about that elderly person, like injections, diabetes tablets, or sugar monitoring, give food, take him to the toilet, her to the toilet, change, sponging, and all those things. So all basic things. That's a little one stage below a nurse. You can say an assistant to a nurse, but she can even inject. He or she can inject, read the prescription, do basic things, taking of the pressure, look at the pulses. All those things he or she can do. And per day they are not earning less than 600 to 800 rupees. Those guys. Even those boys who have worked, got trained here as a home nursing, they got job in factories, because the factory you need a first aider. Every factory there is a rule according to the company law that you need to have a first aid trained guy who's there. So they could get 20,000 plus initial once they joined. So they were happy to do that course with us.
कितने जणांनी केला ते?
आम्ही 3 कोर्स केले, ऑलमोस्ट 75.
कितले असे?
भुरग्यांचो घेव 70-75 जाण आसा टोटल.
Mostly from rural areas.
आणि अशी पणजी सिटींतले न्ही, म्हणजे किती ड्रॉप आउट्स असता न्ही
They
तशी.
are all from rural areas, so
कोण तालिगांवची, कोण मोर्जेची, कोण वेरेची. It's a 3 months course.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Thank you.